Community Players was one of 31 small businesses selected in Round 2 of the grant program, doling out $1.2 million to 98 Main Street, USA small businesses. Community Players Artistic Director Jamie Ulmer said the grant will pay for improvements that have been completed, things like air scrubbers, touchless restroom fixtures, video equipment, and accessibility upgrades. Ulmer said operating in a pandemic year has been tough.
2020 has been the most challenging year in my nearly 25-year career of running this organization. And the biggest challenge, aside from just not being able to produce events and have people here, because usually there's 7,000 people a year who pass through our doors. But the biggest challenge for us as an organization has also been the fact that we plan everything so far in advance, and not knowing what we're doing in 2 months, it drives me and all of my arts administrator colleagues around the country. It's been driving us insane.
Despite the difficulties, the pandemic has brought some opportunities.
A lot of the programming that we did in the fall and that we're continuing to do, including the show that we're opening tonight, are shows that we would not have done otherwise. We wouldn't have been able to do some of these smaller scale shows, these one-man shows. We wouldn't have even thought about them. But when we're thinking, we only need to sell 30 seats, because that's all we can sell in the audience, it's given us some more flexibility in some programming things. So that's been kind of fun. But at the same time, I would really like to go back to knowing what I'm doing for the next 9 months.
Ulmer says he hopes the organization can soon begin larger-scale shows once the COVID vaccine is distributed and people get comfortable sitting in larger groups again.
It's going to take some time to convince people that it's okay to gather in an auditorium again. Because by the time this is over, it'll probably be a year and a half before everyone's given the all clear that you can come into a 200-seat space and sit next to someone who isn't in your immediate household. And attending arts events and attending any kind of event, it's a habit.
Main Street Beatrice Executive Director Michael Sothen said the award to the theater organization is well-deserved. Sothen said the pandemic continues to be a major challenge to small businesses who need the community's support to recover and continue. From Beatrice, Doug Kennedy, News Channel, Nebraska.